Well, he's a cutie pie. I might put him in Potomac. Okay, yes. Yeah, he can come right on to Potomac. Oh.
What's up, guys? It's your boy Richie Scott. We are back with another video. I want to thank you guys so much for tuning into the channel. Listen, if you haven't already done so, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. Make sure you hit that notification bell button so you can be clued into when we drop new content right here on this channel. Now let's get into the news, shall we? Because we got to talk about Real Housewives of Atlanta star Miss EVA MARCILLE. Now you guys know Miss EVA MARCILLE has a child with Mr. Kevin McCall. Oh yes. You guys are familiar with this whole story. Now, they allegedly split for many different reasons, but EVA MARCILLE maintains that there was some sort of domestic violence. Now, the two have traded insults back and forth. She's even said that this man has been following her and stalking her and all kinds of crazy shenanigans, which was the reason why she lived in temporary residences while she was filming her first full official season of the Real Housewives of Atlanta last year. You guys may recall the whole scuttlebutt about her not living in her own home and renting someone's home and having a temporary home. Marlo put all the business out there in the streets. Well, it was apparently because she did not want this man to know where she was living because she was afraid of what he might do. Now, there have been all types of allegations about this man, but ultimately, you know, for me, I feel like he is another black man and I do not want to cancel anyone else. We're not canceling anyone else. We're gonna figure out what to do about this situation and we're gonna do it today, okay? We're gonna do it today. But let me get into the story first of all. Now, he was heading back into court for ongoing custody issues with EVA. Now, EVA was not slated to be in court that day because she was sending her attorney husband, Mike Sterling, to argue on her behalf, okay? Now, that's very smart. Let me tell y'all something. Ladies and gentlemen, get yourself someone who works as a lawyer or in the medical profession to be your spouse because ultimately, these are the people that can really help you, okay? They can really, really help you. Now, I digress. Meanwhile, he gets up into court and decides that he is going to film himself. Oh yes, he's going to film himself going into court. Now, what we do know is that he was letting his followers know that he was heading into court, okay, to try to get some more time with his child. I'm not mad at that. I guess it's just the way that it all went down, but I'm gonna let you guys be the judge of that, and then we'll come back and talk about it.
Coming to get mine. You're gonna have to give her to me. Marlo, your daddy finna get you, baby. Like.
That's the lady downstairs. She may be able to take FaceTime that government bill.
Yeah, I understand. I'm not FaceTiming. Mind your business, sir. Mind your business. I'm not FaceTiming.
No.
Mind your business. I'm not FaceTiming. I'm recording on my phone. You ain't got nothing. What you putting shit down for, sir? I'm talking to you. My name's Kevin McCall. What's your name?
Oh, you not?
I am talking to you, sir.
You can't record in this building.
I'm not recording. I'm recording on my phone. I'm not on FaceTime.
You can't record in this building, period.
Okay, so what do you mean? I can't record on my phone.
You can't.
Take off your badge if I'm not a buster.
Then do it.
I'm here to see my daughter. I'm not gonna let you throw me off. But what I'm saying to you as a black man,
Don't pull all that race stuff for me.
What you mean race stuff?
Don't
You're not a black man?
stuff for me.
You're not a black man?
Don't pull all that race stuff
That's
for
what
me.
I thought. Take your badge off. Take your badge off. My baby. Just because you got a badge don't mean you can talk to anybody any kind of way. You work for me. I pay taxes. Don't ever let nobody make you think you can't check it. It's how you do it. And just don't break the law. I told you, take your badge off. None of them gonna do it.
Now, after he was arrested for this, he spent the night in jail because he could not afford to pay the bond, which was $9,500, okay? So then, for some reason, with him unable to pay that bond, they increased it to $11,500. $500. Why would they increase it when you already can't pay it? I don't get it, but okay. Now, allegedly, he now has a public defender because his private attorney failed to show. Now, I don't know what's going on with the legal system with regards to the increase in the bond, guys. And maybe you guys will know better than I know because I am completely unfamiliar with that whole process and why they might increase the bond. And if you do know, comment down below and give us your justification or give us your rationale for why that might occur. Now, I've gotten some great feedback from a lot of you guys before on such matters. So I am hoping to see, you know, what you guys think about this down below in the comments. The next thing I want to say is, you know, again, I refuse to cancel anybody, okay? I'm not doing that. I'm not subscribing to that anymore. We need to figure out what to do about a situation like this because ultimately, regardless of, people are not their mistakes. Let's just say that. Now, is he at this point in time fit to have custody of his daughter? That's really up to a professional to determine, okay? I think a psychological evaluation probably needs to be had to just ensure the fitness or some type of supervised visits or something to that nature, because he's also an artist. So he's constantly working, he's constantly traveling, he's constantly, you know, probably maintains an inconsistent schedule. So that may be a factor in all of this as well. And obviously EVA can provide a safe and stable household for the child. So that's a good thing. I guess what I really don't want to cancel this brother because I feel as though his methods are wrong, okay? The way he's going about this is not the best, but I feel like he is intentionally trying to figure out a way to see his daughter. Now, again, maybe he just needs a positive male role model in his life and maybe he doesn't have that. I don't know. But what I want to know is from you guys, what do you think needs to happen in this situation in order for him to, you know, get on a better foot in terms of not only the law, but also in terms of, you know, perhaps his behaviors toward women. You know what I'm saying? Because what I don't like is the rumors or the allegations that he is violent towards women. That's not something that I feel like is cool. But ultimately, what do we do about these types of situations? You know what I'm saying? We can look at someone like Chris Brown as another person who we knew was at one point in time, you know, someone who beat a woman. But ultimately, a lot of you guys have forgiven him for it. You know what I'm saying? Because we're back to purchasing his music, purchasing his concerts. Because ultimately, I think what we have to realize in this society is that people are not their mistakes. However, those mistakes need to be held accounted for. You understand what I'm saying? So I do feel like there needs to be some sort of penalty involved, but what that penalty should be, I don't know. And I'm asking you guys, I want to know what you guys think about this situation. You know, EVA was on the Real Daytime, and she was basically co-hosting, and she called the man crazy. Now, I definitely understand if that has been her experience with him, she is going to call him crazy because if the actions taken seem crazy, then they seem crazy. It's kind of like you with one of your exes. Think back to a time when you dated somebody who was probably horrible for you, and that person probably did seem crazy to you. And guess what? You have every right to call them that. Why? Because that was your experience with that person. That's what they showed you. So basically, the picture that they painted is what you have to go on. But what I want to do is, I don't want to just simply label this person. I want to say, what can we do as a group? You know what I'm saying? As a collective of Black people, as a collective of culture, what can we do about guys like this in this situation? Because ultimately, this man is gonna grow. Hopefully grow from these experiences. And what I would love is for, you know, maybe he's not in the best place right now to have any type of custody of his daughter, but I do hope that he's able to at least potentially see her, because, you know, the last thing that I feel like any child wants is to know that there's a father or a mother out there that may have been unfit to see them or have any type of custody over them. but at least to know that they were trying is what I feel like is the best situation in this scenario. But again, guys, let me know what you guys think down below. Is he just crazy in this situation? What can we do outside of prayer to help lift this brother up, to try to make this situation better? I know ultimately it's between the court system and Eva and him ultimately at the end of the day. And I definitely trust in Eva's ability to parent and maintain the situation. But what do we do about a brother like this who is sincerely, it seems like trying to see, you know, his kid? Again, maybe custody isn't the right thing at this point in time, but what can he do to work towards that? And and maybe you guys out there have experience in this. You know, what does that person need to do to get back into the good graces of not only the other parent, but also the child, and also the system? Because unfortunately, you know, he was in a place recording and he shouldn't have been recording. And I think that also has to be mentioned as well. He has to learn, like, yo, you can't violate the rules, especially in court. You know what I'm saying? So how do we coach someone to do better? I guess that's my question. How do we coach someone to do better and not just give up on them? Let me know down in the comment section below. Let me know what you guys think. I'm interested in hearing your thoughts about this. And make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell button, and I will see you in the next video.